for us. My everything business wise is like going crazy for me right now. So I would be pretty fucking greedy to be sitting here being like, oh, I'm canceled because so and so got an Adidas deal and I didn't get that, whatever. I mean, I don't really give a fuck, to be honest, because I'm my own person. Like I don't really think, even if I never had these tweets leak or whatever, I don't really think that I would have ever been able to be the kind of person that just could be politically correct and not piss people off and offend people. Like my sense of humor is so raw and so edgy. I mean, T-Rail or AD will tell you that I said plenty of things around them that their fucking jaws have dropped because they couldn't believe that I said it. That's just how I am, and I'm not trying to fucking tame my sense of humor just to get a brand deal or some shit. That's just not me. Plus, like I do porn, so I mean, yeah, I mean, probably people who do porn are pretty canceled in the sense that like a lot of brands wouldn't want to fuck with you if your dick is on the internet, you know?
Okay. I do have one follow-up question. So you did mention that you have a daughter. So I'm
Mm.
assuming when she grows up and she'll eventually become aware of these tweets, how are you going to explain this to her? And, I guess to piggyback on that, other people will have to explain to their children when their children see things like this. So how do you explain that to your daughter?
Yeah, I'll probably just say like, hey, the world was way different back then. The sense of humor was way different. That was 2010. I mean, I could tell you shit from 1998 that I thought was funny when I was in high school that seems probably way worse than any of those tweets. Like I would probably just have to explain that the times have changed a lot and we don't make jokes like this anymore, and like shit like that. Like there's all kinds of crazy shit because like even I mean, I say shit on the podcast all the time that I think about afterwards. Like, how would you explain that to your kid? That's a very adult conversation that it would be really hard for her to understand. But yeah, I mean, I expect to have a whole lifetime of those fucking conversations because of, not just like shit I tweeted back in the day, but shit I'll say all the time. How do you explain to somebody to be a nice person? And then meanwhile, you go on the podcast and you'll call somebody a fucking idiot. I'm talking about me. I'll say whatever. I try to be as honest as possible when I'm on camera, but at the same time, I got to teach her it's not good to just be honest all the time because you're going to get fucking suspended from school or whatever. So, I mean, that's definitely something to think about, but, I'm not going to let it stop me from living my life right now either.
Well, watch this,
Nah, no,
Adam. Watch this.
we
Wait. Watch
appreciate that.
this. Watch this. Because I'm an active asshole, right? So my daughter's right here. My daughter just watched me fight like 8 niggas back then.
Hey.
So I don't know, Devin. How do you? Because now we're going forward to where Adam has to be one day with his daughter. How do you feel about your dad and my out when I say crazy shit on social media or I'm fighting or whatever the fuck it is? I mean, how do you take it? Because Pops keep it 100 with you. You know what's up. I don't lie to you. You know what's going on. So how do does it have an effect on you? Any questions you like, Dad, we need to have a conversation. What does this mean?
Tell the
Like,
truth, Devin. Tell the truth.
yeah.
Nah, to be honest, I think because I know how he is, and I'm his twin, so it's like me and him act the same and we think the same. So whatever he says something, I think I just kind of like laugh about it because I know that he's being dead serious too. Like everything he says, like he might take it as a joke, but he's being like dead serious. So I don't really like when I look at him, I don't really care about it. I just kind of I laugh about it most of
There
the
it
time.
go.
There you
And
go.
watch
That's the
this.
answer right there.
Watch this.
That's what's up.
I have told my children, this is real shit, because I'm one of those pro-black people, and I be thinking about my grandkids and shit. And I didn't see pictures of some crazy shit mixing races. I've told my children, listen, you got the right to marry who you want to marry. But if you marry the wrong person, I'm writing your ass out the wheel. Do I not tell you that?
All the time.
There it goes. So, hey, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I don't never want to be grandpa walking in the store and some people think I didn't kidnap somebody's kids because motherfuckers, some other shit going on. I'm going to keep it clean. But, that's just
Hey,
what it is.
But I also
So,
like I do feel like when it comes to like Adam and his daughter and all that stuff, I feel like when she does grow up, like it's not even gonna be that big of a deal. Like I yes, she might see it, whatever, but like even like having someone that's known in the like having a parent that's known in the industry, like it's gonna come what it's gonna come with. And at the end of the day, you can't like people are gonna try to like put everything and throw everything in your face of what your parents has done. And at the end of the day, we're not going to care because we know how our parents are, and it's their personality. Whatever they did in the past is what they did. That has nothing to do with us.
Yeah, and I mean, like I have to answer this all the time because people like you're asking a different question, but normally people want to be like, oh, how you think a kid's gonna feel when he gets old? She gets older and she realizes her parents were naked, fucking each other and other girls on the internet, whatever. And I feel you that like if you haven't been exposed to that, it probably seems pretty crazy, but like that, I feel like that's gonna be the least of my kids' worries because at the end of the day my kid got the best mom I ever seen in my fucking life, who's so dedicated to taking care of her. Me, I amaze myself all the time with just like how solid I am as a dad and how there I am for her and how much I care about this shit. And at the end of the day, to me, like like my kid has six figures in a fucking account right now, and she just turned one. So yeah, I mean, there ain't really much that anybody could say to make me feel like we could be doing a better job parenting because I look at the job that her mom does every day and I'm astonished by what a good mom she is. So if the kid has to have it explained to him at some point that the dad and mom made a porno or whatever, I mean, it is what it is.
Man,
Hey,
half our
so
mamas was in Uncle Luke videos and BT Uncut videos and shit like that, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We got some nasty ass aunties and shit like that. Let's not act like that. You know what I mean?
God damn. Hey, so
Hey,
check this
Charleston
out.
White need to get
So
packed out before anybody. So
so
I just wanted to get that
On
out.
God.
yeah, no, Charleston White is foul. So check this out. I want to address the people in my back channel. So this is what y'all got to understand. The man spoke his truth. He wasn't dancing or shaking around the questions. It's exactly what I thought it was. I thought it was dark humor. I'm aware of that type of humor. I've watched many different movies. I've been around whole different types of people, man. And I already knew it had to be some dark fucking humor that he thought was funny back then. But as of now, he's not doing none of that now. So for all the people in my back channel saying, "Oh, do this. Oh, be devil's advocate. Why aren't you pressing them like you press other people?" Look, we asked the questions. He answered the questions. What it was. That's what it was. It was dark humor. He doesn't have any charges. There's no one coming out saying he hurt any children. Y'all gotta chill the fuck out.
That
Y'all all on my back channel right now hitting me with a billion fucking messages. None of y'all are following the fucking room, nor do you follow me, but you have paragraphs and paragraphs of fucking messages for him. I
Yo,
asked the
Rick,
fucking
did
questions I
y'all
wanted to
reset the
ask, and
room?
he addressed them.